Hello everyone and welcome to Yosi Kingdom. My name is Yosi and today I'm going to be talking to the women in the house. Yes, the ladies, the precious, beautiful ladies in the house. And if you're a guy, please ensure that you share this video to all the amazing women in your life that you care about. Your sister, your mom, your aunts, your friends, any woman that you have in your life and that you care about. This video must be watched by them, so do them a very good thing by sharing this video. And today I'm going to be talking about how to protect yourself as a woman. Yes, this is very important. Now, a lot of women go about their day, do whatever they like, but are they really security conscious? Are we women usually security conscious, or do we think that we can actually protect ourselves and do ourselves a huge favor by being very conscious of our security and our protection? Sometimes we have the mindset that because they say that we are weaker vessels, then we just want to always be protected. We want our Prince Charming to come and be our shield and amazing prince that protects us. But very importantly, we also need to be able to protect ourselves. It's very crucial because not everyone that loves you and can protect you will be with you 24/7, and you need to be able to protect yourself and your children or people that you care about. So it's very important that you need to know how to protect yourself, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So the first tip I want to give you today is to be very careful of who you invite into your immediate intimate circle. Now, I always say that there are different circles. There's the general circle, of neighbors, colleagues, people that you see maybe on day-to-day on your commute, people that are just around you generally. You can't do anything about them, but they're there, and you say hi to them, you care for them, you love them, but they're not really so close to you. You also need to be careful of your environment. Very important, but you can't really do so much about that. Then the second layer, which is like the middle circle, it's people who maybe those neighbors among them that you actually talk to and you actually interact with, and they know you a bit more, but they're not so intimate with you. They don't really know you so closely, but at least you guys just once in a while, or just colleagues that you talk to more and everything. They are not in the general circle, but they are a bit closer, but they are not so close. But the main one is that your intimate close circle, those people that you hang out with, those people that you gist with, you always share stuff with. They know a lot of things about your personal life. You guys hang out, you guys go out together. So many, they're so close to you, like you roll with them. You need to be very careful of those you allow into that circle. So yes, there's a general circle, there's the medium circle, people that you talk to a bit but you don't really share stuff with. Be also careful about them. But very importantly, those in your immediate intimate circle, those people, you need to be extremely careful of who you allow in that circle. And the reason for this is because a lot of people get attacked by people that they really know, people that they roll with. So it's also important that you are careful who you invite into that circle. A lot of abuses happen by people that they really know and are close with, so be very careful. Now, who are those people that are allowed into your circle? These are people that have similar values as you, similar ethics, similar morals, similar character, similar beliefs. These are people that you guys can fit because they believe in the things that you believe. They follow the values and ethics and morals that you hold dear, because it's important. If not, you don't want to be interacting with people who are not holding the standard of lifestyle that you want in terms of their character and their morals. If not, they can do anything. So very careful. For example, you shouldn't be hanging out with someone who is promiscuous if you're not, because what can happen is that this person's promiscuity can also be turned on you. So maybe they're promiscuous outside and you feel okay, they'll just be doing their shenanigans outside, but later on they might just do their shenanigans with you. So just try to ensure that they have similar morals as you, similar ethics, and you can have conversations with them, and that's are very good ways in which you can detect their character, their ethics, how they think about certain things that are very dear to you, so that you can, limit those who are allowed into that circle, and know that those who are in your circle have the right character that you're okay with, and also have deal breakers. For example, deal breakers for me will be people who are always drinking. Now, they might not necessarily be people that get drunk, but they're always having wine, they're always drinking something, they're always drinking alcohol. And this kind of people, I just know that they are one sad moment away from getting drunk, or they are one bad feeling or bad or depression away from getting drunk. And I don't want to be in their company when that happens. So I'm going to limit them, put a distance between myself and them. And, if you are looking back at your life, I'm sure that you have had people that had certain characters that you just allowed in, and you saw how that went. So think about that and use that as a guide going forward. So have deal breakers, people who probably drink a lot, people who are promiscuous, people who don't do certain things that you hold really dear to you. That is what you should look at as deal breakers, and make sure that you don't invite them into your circle, so that you don't burn your fingers. So ensure that your friends also know your standards, because it's very important. That even helps you to eliminate those who will not want to be your friends. Some people that will not want to hang out with you because this is how you are, or this is the way that you see things, this is your character, your moral, your ethics. So they're not going to be comfortable in your circle. So they'll just excuse themselves. So maybe you're not someone who drinks a lot, and this person wants somebody who can be drinking alongside them. They're probably just going to, excuse themselves from you and know that I'm not going to be with this person. Now, there are devils in our midst. Devils that know your standards, yet they are looking for a situation where they can infiltrate you, or cajole you into joining their team. Those people are very tricky. So they have their own values. They're not going to change, but they're going to be close to you, and in a stylish, gradual way, they start to win you into their character, into the way they do things. So that's why I said evil communication corrupts good manners. It's in the Bible. So be very, very careful of that, and ensure that they know your standards, and those who cannot meet those standards, or who don't agree with those standards, would most likely leave, and the remaining devils that are there, then you can help them by cutting them off. So the second thing that I want you to know is this: make sure that you are always in control of your security. Never leave yourself at the mercy of someone's discretion or someone's sense. Make sure that it is up to you. Your security is in your control, not in theirs. For example, I would never go to someone's house alone, especially the opposite sex. I would never go to his house alone. Why? Because I don't want to be at the mercy of the person's common sense. So if the person decides not to have common sense or discretion, then I am now in danger, and anything can happen. So I'm not going to give that a chance. Instead, I'll make sure that if I have to absolutely go, if I have to go, then I go with someone that is really trusted. That way, I know that to a large extent I am protected. Now, I usually just stay clear totally of going to male people's houses, opposite sex houses. Why? Because they're bigger than me. I mean, these arms cannot fight. So I don't even want to try. I don't want to even start it. If I want to hang out with a guy, I'll most likely hang out in an open place outdoors. Why do we have to be in the house? And in the same way, I will not invite a guy to my house when I am the only one home. If I have a friend around, or cousin, or someone who is around that can be with me, and that makes sense. So if I live alone, then definitely I will not be inviting guys into my house. It's not just going to happen. So instead, if you want to hang out, we go out to an open place. And even going out to an open place, make sure that it's not a lonely place where nobody is there, because if there is nobody there, then anything can also happen to you. So even if it's outdoors and it's a quiet lane or a dark place, don't do that. Like there are women that go on these beautiful strolls in the night with guys, especially in the university, we have all done it before. Don't do it. I advise you, do not do it, because a lot of things happen. If you're going on a lonely road in a dark place with a guy, the guy can push you into one corner and do anything with you. What's going to happen? Nobody's there to help you. So make sure it's always in the open. They say that evil doesn't shine in light. It hides in darkness. So don't be in a dark place with someone, or in a lonely place where people cannot see. You are actually safer when there are people, when you are actually safer when there are numbers. There are more numbers, there are more eyes, there are more people around, so you can easily call for help. People will not necessarily want to attack you or do anything evil to you in the view of everyone around, when they know that those people can actually come to your aid. So put that in mind. And if anyone gets offended by you by saying, I cannot invite you to my house because I'm living alone, or I can't invite you to my house, I can't come to your house, and the person gets offended, say bye-bye to the person, because that person is not a good friend. If the person is a very good friend, then the person would understand you and respect your decision, because you are actually looking out for yourself. It is very, very important. It's not just about the person's house, even the person's car. Be careful. Don't do that. Come outside, come to the open. The key for you is this: if other eyeballs are not available, then it's not safe. That means if people are not there, then it's not safe. If it's only the two of you that are there, it's not safe. And I know maybe it's your boyfriend or it's your girlfriend, and you feel like my boyfriend, my girlfriend, and whatever, and you trust the person to an extent. But even then, as a Christian, normally I would even advise that even if it's with your boyfriend, your fiance, whatever, make sure that you guys hang out in the open, because feelings even arise when you love someone. If you love the person loves you too, there's a very high chance that the person can get aroused by you or something, and might not be able to control themselves at the heat of a particular moment, which can lead to sub stories later on. So to prevent that, ensure that you guys do yourselves a favor. The Bible says, flee from all appearances of evil. So run. Make sure that you give a gap, and there's no chance, like there's hardly any chance for evil to happen, and then you'll be safer that way. So the third tip that I want to give is this: ensure that you always have protective gadgets with you. It's super important. You watch all those movies where people bring out stuff. Yes, always have it with you. It's super, super important, because you have done well. You have already protected yourself from ensuring that that people that are terrible or that are not having the same morals or ethics as you are not close to you. So you only have good people in your circle. But what about those people in your middle circle or your large circle, or even strangers altogether, that want to harm you or have beef for you or just want to do something negative to you? Then you have to also ensure that you can protect yourself from that. So ensure that you have protective gadgets with you, and make sure that those protective gadgets are within your reach. It's not when somebody wants to attack you, now start digging into your bag looking for a sharp knife, or looking for pepper spray inside your bag. Person will already done whatever they want to do before you can even reach there. So ensure that maybe your key holder has some juggle things there that are very handy, that you can easily just flip. So maybe there are pen knives, pepper spray, shotguns, tasers, whatever. They're just a Google away, really. You just need to search for them and look for where to buy them. I mean, they are in several stores around you. So ensure that you have that, especially in your key holder or whatever you know that you'll be holding most of the time, so that you can easily access it, because it doesn't make any sense to have those gadgets and it's deep in your bag. I mean, if you want to reach for it when somebody is trying to attack you, then there's very high chance that you won't be able to get to it fast enough. So make sure that it's very close to you. It's always it's always well within your reach, so that you can easily access it and use it to protect yourself. That's very good. So the fourth tip I want to give today is this: be security conscious. I cannot overemphasize this, because a lot of altercations and attacks can actually be avoided if you are just security conscious. It actually reduces it to a large extent by just doing this one thing. So what does this mean? It means that you're security conscious, you're security aware, you're actually always looking around and ensuring that you are safe at all times. Now, let me give more detail into this so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Before entering into any building, let's say your house, your apartment, any complex, any office, anywhere, ensure that you look around to see who is walking alongside you, who is behind you, who is in front of you, who is beside you. Look ahead so you can see the situation of things and see if it's safe, if the people around you seem okay. Trust your intuition to know that, okay, I'm seeing someone walking behind me in a certain way. Maybe this person is following me. So instead of me just entering like that or entering that particular place alone, probably I just wait. So let's say you want to enter your apartment and you see somebody by your door or close to your door or just hanging around that area, and you're not comfortable with that. In fact, you shouldn't be comfortable with that. Don't just blindly walk into your apartment and hope that the person has good intentions. You can gauge the scenario, you can gauge things and make sure that why is this person around my door, and maybe walk past. Or if someone is following you behind, just make sure that maybe you double back or just change your direction and pretend like you're not entering that place. So the person doesn't even know your house, or the person doesn't just be too close for comfort that that person can just push you into your apartment and shut the door behind you. So be very, very careful. Look around you, look ahead, make sure that there's nobody that is too close for comfort so that you can limit any possibility of an attack. So if you're going to your car, make sure that you look ahead, look at the people that are around your car, see why, as in, why are they around my car? Are they just passing by or they're just hanging around? If they're hanging around and you're not so safe, or you don't feel so safe, then maybe you can go back into the store and call someone to assist you or to follow you into to your car so that you feel safer. Someone to just watch you so that you feel more comfortable. And if somebody is following you from the store, then you can decide to go back into the store, or you can decide to turn your direction somewhere else so that the person doesn't just follow you into your car, push you into your car and rob you or something. So look around you, look at those who are close to you. So anywhere you're entering to, really make sure that you look at people that are there. And even before entering a particular place, make sure that you assess the situation from outside if it's possible. Maybe there's a transparent door or something, the window is open or something. You can actually look inside to see if everything is safe, or to look ahead to see if people around that environment are acting all right, or they're acting tense, or they're acting suspicious. Try to gauge the scenario and be very attentive to people's mannerisms around certain areas, especially when you want to enter a building. So be very security conscious, be very alert, and it's better for you to be safe than sorry. So it's not about you being paranoid, it's about you being safe, it's about you being very watchful. The Bible says watch and pray. So watch, open your eyes, make sure that you get the situation before you just walk or enter into any place. So even in line with this, when you enter a building, ensure that you secure yourself inside. Make sure that you lock the doors, you put on the security, make sure that the security locks are in place so that no one can just barge in and intrude on your privacy. No one can just barge in and attack you. It's very important. And even if you're entering your car, maybe you parked your car in a parking lot and you're about to enter your car, ensure that once you enter your car, you lock it. And even when you lock it, drive off immediately. Don't just sit inside your car and start pressing your phone and having fun, because somebody can just walk up to you and put a gun to the door. What's going to happen? You're going to start fretting. So instead of doing that, just immediately enter the car, put your security locks, and then drive off. It's safer that way. So also in line with being security conscious, also ensure that you tell someone where you are going to, who you are going out with, and how long you're going to be out. Our mothers always say this thing: if you are going out of my house, I must know when you are going to be back, who you are going out with, and where you are going to. Our mothers always say these things, and we get upset and we're like, oh God, I'm a big girl. But it's not about being big girl or big boy or whatever. See, make sure that somebody knows where you are going out to, who you are going out with, and how long you're going to be out. Because if you're supposed to be back in 30 minutes and you're not back, and you went out with John, then they can call you. If you don't pick, they can call John and say, John, you took my sister out. If she's not back, you are the one in trouble. So John knows that he can bring your sister back home for you. It's very, very important. And if something goes haywire, then you can always jump at it quickly. And this brings me to another point, which is pair your location with someone. Make sure that you have a trusted friend that you can pair your location with, so that somebody can always know where you are. This way, if you go out and you're going and they're looking for you, they try to contact you, they don't know where you are, they can always check your location to see where exactly you are and know whether you are safe, or if it's somewhere that they know, or probably if something has happened, and they can always trace the location to you. And that brings me to the fifth point: ensure that you get good security alert gadgets, something that would alert people to know that you are not safe. Because God forbid, if something happens and you're in a dangerous situation, it's always good to be able to easily alert your loved ones, to let them know that you're in danger, and for them to be able to track you and find you, and secure you at the end of the day, rescue you from that dangerous situation. So maybe you go out with someone, a person is trying to kidnap you, or something happens that goes south. You can always press that thing and alert them. It comes in different ways. It comes in jewelries, it comes in gadgets, it comes in all sorts of jewelries, chains, necklaces, waistbands, whatever. There are several devices out there, so you just need to Google that and check it out and get one of that and pair with a trusted friend, so that you can always be secure and they can always trace where you are and can always secure you. So if things just go haywire, somebody can always track your location and be alerted that there's danger and rescue you. And this should be something that is not easily obvious. That's how I said they are jewelry, because sometimes people just have that in their phones, but once somebody wants to kidnap you or do something terrible to you, they can always remove your phone fast. But jewelry, waistbands that nobody might see and know that it's there, you can have that. There's so many devices out there, so Google and get the one that best suits you, and you know that it's going to serve the purpose. The most important thing is that it serves the purpose, and it's nicely hidden away, so that you are secure at all times. And the sixth point that I want to give finally is this: learn to defend yourself. That's learn protective defense, how to fight, how to protect yourself. You can always go to a class, or you can watch online to learn how to defend yourself, because protecting yourself can be just in the first few seconds in which you are being attacked. How are you able to punch your way out of that situation? Like, learn the right places to kill someone, or punch that the person would rethink their entire life. I mean, rethink their decision of attacking you. Don't think that, oh, I am the weak vessel, so if they attack me, I should just no. You can actually fight your way out of problems sometimes. Now, I'm not saying you should just go and look for trouble, but in those split seconds, make sure that at least you can try your best to defend yourself using informed techniques that you can learn in a class or online on YouTube and several places, so that you can at least defend yourself from attack. It's the first few seconds of the attack, because no one wants to attack somebody who's going to give them a lot of tough time. If you try to defend yourself for a while and the person says that this person is not joking here, they might just quickly run away and not even bother to keep at it. But if it's so easy, you just shake yourself off and the person just holds you and keeps you in a place, then what's the use? So make it difficult for someone to attack you and get away with it. So learn to defend yourself. That is, if worst comes to the worst, learn to defend yourself, because that could be the deciding factor that rescues you from a harmful, dangerous situation. So learn it. So I see a lot of women who are actually big and strong, and I'm just hearing that somebody just attacked you like that. I'm like, I need to just a lot of people that want to attack mostly go for women, because they just believe that they are weaker and easier. So those big muscles, unlike people like us, that we don't have meat in our hand. If you have the meat, if you have the punch, even if you don't have, really still learn so that you can help yourself. But for those of you who have the might, the strength, the fat and the muscles to punch your way out of problems, then please do yourself that favor. We will try the best that we can and God will help us. And above all that I have said, above every single thing that I have said, pray. because some things, in fact, everything is not up to you. God's hand is there in everything. So submit your life, submit your day, submit everything about yourself to God's hands, and trust that He's there to protect you, and trust that the host of angels are out there looking out for your good and protecting you from danger. That's very important, because more than what you can actually do is to trust God to do the things that you can't even control, and everything will be fine. So I hope that I've been able to help you in some way on how to protect yourself as a woman. First of all is knowing that you have to prevent the situation in the first place by being very smart about who you allow in your circle, by also ensuring that even in that circle you are very security conscious, you have gadgets to help you, you can defend yourself, and you have all of the amazing knowledge to protect yourself as a woman. Now, ensure that you pass it on to other women to watch. So share this video with as many women that you love and care for and want to always be safe. Share with them to let them know on how they can protect themselves effectively so that they get away from danger. This is a very good video for you to share with those you care about. It could be what will save someone's life. May we all stay in the protective arms of God, and may God shield us and protect us. And that will be all for now. So thank you and have a great week. Bye.